making a sandwich. This is my staple go-to sandwich. I made this like for a month straight before my board exam because it's really easy to make. It only takes a few minutes and you just need basic ingredients, basic appliances. Most people will have this at home. So starting off with just some white bread, because who enjoys eating whole wheat bread? But white bread is the bread to go to. And you're gonna need a plate of some kind. And I have here a tomato, cucumber, spinach. You can use whatever type of meat you want, or if you're vegetarian, no meat, but this is like a turkey kind of roast beef style meat. And we got some mayo and mustard and some processed cheese, like the cheddar marble type, because it makes everything better. And then just some salt and pepper. So I'm gonna start out actually with the toaster. While that bread gets toasty and crispy for us, we're just gonna be chopping up some of these vegetables. So there's actually a proper way to use a knife, but I don't really know how to do that. So we're just chopping up some cucumbers and tomatoes. All right, looks like we're just waiting for this bread to get toasted here. Oh, look at that, perfect timing. No, it's a little too toasted. Oh, well, it's a little too toasted for my likes, but you know, we'll just use it anyways. I like it more like this corner here, just a little crispy, but anyways, starting off with the mayo, I want to lather on a good chunk of that. But I just put it on just the one slice of bread or the one side of the bread. A little bit of mustard too. Tiny bit of salt. Just a little sprinkle, little Salt Bae style. And then on the other half is usually where I put like the heavier ingredients. So just one little slice of this cheddar cheese. Tiny handful, maybe like, I don't know, 3 or 4 pieces of spinach. Just lay them down nicely like that. And I'm gonna use, like I said, this is like a turkey pastorami style. I usually use 2 slices, so just laying them on top of the vegetables. And then 2 little cucumber pieces. And the tomatoes. And then you just put on the other side. And then you have a nice little sandwich ready to be consumed. This is my little turkey bologna sandwich. Yeah, this bread is a little too toasty for me. But you know, look at this inside. It's like those ones you get from the deli, right? Now we gotta put it to the taste test. Ready? Pretty decent. I've had it 100 times, but it still tastes good. I just need like a bowl of soup or like your little honey butter chips now. That would be a perfect little side thing here. There we go. Okay. Can I sit down and eat my sandwich?
Hi guys, welcome to someone's kitchen. Today the sandwich I'm going to be making is a special one. It's I'm going to call it a tuna experience. So this sandwich we're going to be starting with some tuna, drained of course. Then we have some pepper, my favorite seasoning. We have some avocado, we have some seasoning salt, some garlic dill pickles, some celery, some Miracle Whip. So for the bread, I have honey and oatmeal, and I don't know what Mariam told you guys, but brown bread is the foundation of a sandwich. Nobody's doing it like a brown bread, and today I decided to go with honey and oatmeal because it reminds me of my favorite Subway sandwich. I'm using a celery because, you know, the crunch. Make sure you wash your veggies. And we're just gonna do in the middle a cut, and then we're going to be very careful and then cut it again, just because we want thin diced celery bits. Like, I want the celery to be there, but I don't want it to remind me that it's there. You know, you just want to feel it there. You want the crunch, but you don't want it in your face. Okay. So after we're done with the celery, we have the pickles. Okay, we're going to do 2 of them, or 3, depending on how we feel. And we're just gonna put them in the middle and then cut them into, like, just like the celery, we're gonna do them diced. Okay, so now we have the veggies, then we have the tuna. So I'm just going to scoop out the tuna, all of that tuna goodness. So the reason I picked the tuna sandwich is because it has a really really significant importance to me. We're gonna choose some peppers while I tell you the story. My mom, so I grew up with 3 other siblings, and when we wanted to, go to school and everything, my mom did not have time to be making fancy sandwiches for us. So she would just honestly have like a assembly, and she would sit there with her station and then pop out tuna sandwiches like that. They're cheap, they're tasty, and they're honestly doing what the other girls aren't. For the seasoning salt, we're just gonna do a little bit because I'm not trying to get a kidney failure. Like, sodium, we're not trying to do that. So far we have the celery, we have the pickles, we have the tuna, we have the seasonings, and then this is special. So all of you guys using mayonnaise, I don't know what's up with that. The only way to go with these type of sandwiches is Miracle Whip. Y'all can drag me all you want, but Miracle Whip is where it's at. And we're just gonna be using a little bit just because I already have some avocado and you don't want too much fattiness in it. Mix, mix, mix. So now we're done with the mixing and now we're gonna get started on assembling everything. But before we do that, we have the trusted avocado and then we're gonna scoop it all out because I kind of want those slices, right? For the sandwich. Okay, so we have the avocado, we have the tuna. Now we're gonna take out the bread. You have the fat, the protein, the veggies. Yes, celery and pickles are veggies. So we're gonna start, and then we're going to start just with piling on some tuna. We're going to put, so you could toast the bread, but as I said, this is a no appliance recipe, but you could make that choice for yourself to toast the bread. But I just think if you're going there, might as well slap on some cheese and make it a tuna melt. But that's not what we're doing today. This is my sandwich and this is how I do it. And I like pepper. Like, one thing about me is garlic and pepper are my favorite seasonings. So I just like to add pepper to just about everything. So now we're gonna take the avocado. And these are big chunks, like thick. She's thick. Okay. Honestly, if you want, you can cut up the other one and put some more, but I just think that's doing too much. Now is the dangerous part. This is the part that's gonna require your physical, mental, emotional strength, putting the sandwich together. So I think I'm going to do a little something. Wow, that worked out. That chef kiss. Now it's time for the blessed moment. Oh, the crunch. That's the celery right there. She's doing overtime. Y'all are not ready for this. Y'all see that? Can we get a zoom in here? Y'all see that?
Oh, mine is not focusing.
Oh my God. This sandwich, oh my God. Wolfgang Puck, he left the chat. I don't take big bites, y'all. I know I do too much, but my bites are tiny. This sandwich right here,
It's good. That crunch though.
that's the celery. She's doing overtime.
Just give me the one, just give me the sign. Just give me the light.
I'm rolling.
You're rolling? Yep. You're rolling? Rolling? We're good? Alright, so. Assalamu alaikum. Shabbat shalom. Barasha wal accent. Annyeonghaseyo. Whatever you want to go by. Making a very simple sandwich. It's a roast beef. I want to do a PB&J sandwich. I forgot the PB and the J. So we got roast beef. This bread is probably the only important part of this entire thing. You can find at your local, Asian supermarkets, your T&Ts, your Lucky 97s, or wherever you happen to be listening to this from, all right? Specifically, green onion and butter bread. First things first, you grab your breads. You don't take the ends. It's nasty. All right, you grab the middle ones. White bread, brown bread. Why? You're already eating bread. You might as well, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound, you know? You grab some mayonnaise. I like this specific brand. If you know, you know. If you can edit in like a you know, a picture of the actual bottle, what it's supposed to look like before it's been crushed, that'd be nice. We're gonna add a generous amount of mayo on each slice. All right, I like my mayonnaise. Mayo, spread it across generously. You know what, I feel like I didn't go as hard as I should have with the mayo. We're gonna add a little more. That might have been a little too much. Once you get that all down there, next is the important part, all right? People don't understand this, all right? We're gonna be like toasting this after it's all done, but the cheese should be as close as possible to the end of the bread that's gonna be toasted. That way it's gonna be nice and cheesy, it's gonna be stringy, it's gonna come apart, you know what I'm saying? My cheese of choice for roast beef is provolone. Ask your barber, he will agree with me, all right? I'm gonna add a generous 1 slice on both sides. I don't like it to be too cheesy. Next, you add your meats. Roasted beef, my hands have been washed, I promise you. I'm gonna add a couple of thick slices, you know? I'm gonna make it a wholesome trinity. Nice and thick. All right, next you add your pickles. You get 2 pieces right there. Nice and pretty. Next is a little special ingredient, all right? This is something that you might not find. I didn't find my particular brand that I enjoy adding into my sandwiches, and this one said #1 worldwide on it, so that's why we went with this particular brand of fermented cabbage, spicy fermented cabbage, also known as kimchi. We're just gonna add a couple of pieces, not too much, because it is pretty strong, but it adds a nice little crispy, crunchy, spicy flavor. You know what I mean? You get me? We're done there. And the only condiment that I put on the sandwich is mustard. Now, mayo's not really a condiment, you know what I mean? Mayo's just kind of there, you know? Yeah. Fight me. It's my sandwich, not yours, all right? Make it how you want. I put it right there, not too much, not too little. But it is what it is. And then the last thing, you know, it's not that hard. I don't know why she made such a big deal about closing the sandwich, you know. There we go, nice and thickums. And we throw it into the panini press. And now you can just kind of kick it. Chillax, take a break, eat a Kit Kat, watch an episode of The Fresh Prince, go listen to one of my poems, whatever makes you happy. I'll probably have to leave it in there for about 2 minutes. You know, I like my sandwiches nice and pressed, you know?
In the words of Cardi B, press.
Cardi don't need no press. All right, we got it there. You feel me? We're good. Sandwich comes out nice and toasted. I personally like mine with a little extra crisp. How will you like your doneness? Go for that. All right, we're gonna get you a little cross section action. All right. You ready? You ready for this? You ready for this? Ooh. All right, we're gonna give it a little taste test. No.
Is it good? This sandwich is giving me salty. She's giving me vinegar. She's giving me
A little sweet from the
flavor.
mayo, you know what I mean?
a little cheesy.
A little cheesy. Ooh. I'm gonna
I wanted to come in here just in the sandwich, but wow.
That bread though.
Alhamdulillah. Don't forget to say Bismillah.
Hi everyone. So, I'm Fatima, and today we're making a bougie sandwich. We're going to start off with our bread. This is Italian bread. So, Jamie Oliver would be so proud of me right now. We have our slices. And so for this, I'm actually using apricot jam. I was supposed to get a fig jam, but I remembered I was doing this at 11 p.m. last night. And stores don't have fig jam apparently, because why would you have fig jam? So the first slice we're doing is going to be kind of thick, just to get that flavor. And then the second one, we're just going to do a little bit. Next, we have our big, beautiful brie. And we're just gonna slice it. So you wanna put the cheese closest to the bread part so it's melty and toasted. And then you get that bougie cheese pull, but I don't think you can get that with brie. To be honest, I tried this sandwich last night with my sister and it was sister approved, so we're gonna do this. Good enough. And then we also have chicken. We'll put our chicken slices on this, and it's pre-cooked. So now we have our arugula. So whenever you make a sandwich, you want to make sure your ingredients are dry, because some of y'all just wash your vegetables and then didn't dry them, and you guys like add water on your sandwiches. I'm like, So then we do this. Oh, I forgot. We forgot our pepper and salt. So we're just gonna salt this side. I know it looks a little bit weird because you have like jam with your chicken, but believe me, this slaps. There we go. You gotta be gentle with your press. Oh. Are you ready? You guys ready for this?
I know, but I'm disappointed there wasn't the French toast pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, guys.
Mm-hmm.
TV, y'all didn't have no.
Oh, it's hot.
They're not allowed. Oh, shit, there you go.
Oh, snap.
Okay, this is nice. Okay.
Alright, let me in on this.
This is Hamad approved, you guys.
Yeah.
That table plant from Costco? What? The plant and the things that from Costco? Yes. I have one too. Yeah, I have that one.
No, slap. Slaps.
This video is not sponsored by
We're rolling.
Rolling from the bread.
Okay, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making a vegetable sandwich, which sounds very basic, and it is. I'm gonna start with ancient grains with quinoa, whole grain, Dempster's bread, and I'm gonna toast it in a pan with some butter because I want it crispy on one side and not on the inside. Okay, so I'll let that melt, and then I'll put my slices in. Okay, our bread is toasted.
Okay, I guess someone give me your mayo. I need some.
And then next I'm gonna put this Costco sauce on my sandwich. They always have it and it's a different flavor every time, but they all taste the same to me. And just like put it on both sides. Spread it out. Okay, and then next I'm gonna put a slice of cheese. I don't like it when my cheese is melted in a sandwich. Very contro. But it tastes different when it's raw and when it's melted. Yeah, it tastes different. Just one slice of cheese, and like if it's hanging out on some edges, just like break it and fill out the spots that are not cheesed up. Okay, and then the veggies. I like to cut my vegetables like very, very, very thin. Like I hate it when people cut vegetables thick because then it just falls out of your sandwich. So I have cucumbers, lots of cucumbers. Okay, there's like 50 cucumbers. And then I'll put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Oops, it's a lot of pepper. And then my tomatoes, which are also very thinly sliced. And then pickles, maybe two slices. And then jalapenos. Oh no, these aren't jalapenos. What are these called? Banana peppers. And that's a sandwich. And you have to squish it. And there's my veggie sandwich.
I'll get a slice too.
Okay.
This sandwich is veggie excellence.
Well, today I present to you my favorite sandwich, which is a grilled cheese. You just need some high quality ingredients, some white bread, some sliced cheese, and some butter. Oh, I'm adding a twist to it. I'm adding some jalapenos. So for this, all you need is a little bit of butter. And we're gonna use Omar's Japanese mayo to add a little bit of extra oomph to it, because apparently my grilled cheese is very simple. You hear the sizzle. Wow. Why is this so squishy? Okay. All right, now you just add some cheese. I got some bougie cheese, some cheddar, marble cheddar, you know, and some mozzarella for that nice cheese pull. Are your other side nice and toasted? Close it up. And then make some room. Add some mayo to the other side. Spread it up a little. And flip. Now, it's not as toasted as I'd like it, so I'm going to flip it back to that side to make it brown. What? I forgot my jalapenos! Yes. Oh my God, my cheese is half melted. Okay, well, a normal person would add these before you put the sandwich in the pan, but me, I like to live life on the edge. Okay, we're gonna wait for a little bit so that it's nice and crispy on this side as well. Here's my sandwich. I need a knife to cut it. Just gonna, hopefully it has some pull. Ooh, that looks nice. That looks decent. Yay. Okay, who wants to try this? Here you go.
Let's see if this twist is really a twist. Oh, this is spicy now.
That's really spicy. It's good though.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
The
How much
mayonnaise
butter did
added.
you put on this?
Yeah, the mayonnaise added like some flavor.
Butter.
Child, turn off your. Who let her in the kitchen?